Okay, good morning, grade 10. We are going to solve some problems about polynomials, especially about remainder and factor. So there are 3 problems on the board, but before that, I would like to have a scripture from the Bible in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 to 11. It says here, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." May God bless the reading of this scripture. So we are going to solve the problems on the board. So number 1 here is find m if x cubed plus 3x squared minus mx plus 4 leaves a remainder of m when divided by x minus 2. Number 2, find the value of k so that x minus 4 is a factor of x cubed minus kx squared minus 5x plus 20. And number 3, when the polynomial f of x is divided by x minus 3, the quotient is 2x cubed plus 6x squared plus 3x minus 1, and the remainder is 2. Find f of x. So we are going to show that on the board. So for number 1, find m. So find the value of m. Now in here, it is better to use substitution. So meaning to say that we are going to find what is f at 2. If not x minus 2, then you put it f at 2. So we are going to substitute all x with 2. So it will be 2 raised to 3 plus 3 times 2 raised to 2 minus n times 2 plus 4. Okay, so it will be remainder of m. So shall we evaluate? So that will be 8. 2 raised to 3 is 8. 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. And that is negative 2n plus 4 equals 10. So we combine this with that, so it will be 24 minus 2n will equals to n. So as if that we transpose this to negative 2n here, it will become positive, so it will be 3n, and reverse it, so it will become 3n will be equal to 24. So divided by 3, cancel. So n will be equals to 8. So therefore, your polynomial now will become x cubed plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. And you have a remainder. So shall we do synthetic? 1, 3, negative 8, 4. So your divisor is 2. So your remainder is 8. Okay. So 1 times 2 is 2. You add, that will be 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So that is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So this is your remainder. So we are correct. So that's the solution for number 1. Shall we do number 2? Find the value of k so that x minus 4 is a factor of x cubed minus kx squared minus 5x plus 20. So substitution also will have f at 4. So that will be x cubed is 4 raised to 3 minus k times 4 square minus 5 times 4 plus 20. Take note, if it is a factor, it must be 0. So that we evaluate this will be 64. That will be 16k. That will be negative 20 plus 20. So you can cancel that because it will be 0. And transposing this negative and reverse it, it will be something like this. 16k will be equals to 64 divided by 16 divided by 16. So k equals 4. K equals 4. So therefore, your polynomial should be x cubed minus 4x squared minus 5x plus 20. So shall we check by synthetic division? 20. So your divisor is 4. Bring down 1. Multiply, that will be 4. And that will be 0, 0, negative 5. That will be negative 20, so 0. So there is no remainder. So meaning to say that x minus 4 is a factor. Okay, so that's the solution for that. Now for number 3, when the polynomial of x is divided by x minus 3, the quotient is 2x cubed plus 6x squared plus 3x minus 1, and the remainder is 2. So there is a remainder. So x minus 3 is not a factor. So we are going to find what is f of x, the polynomial. Now, in doing that, we have also a method like this. We call it the lattice method. So you will notice that we are going to list the coefficient here, 2, 6, 3, and negative 1. And also for the coefficient of x minus 3 is 1 and negative 3. What are we going to do? We just multiply. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, negative 3 times 6 is negative 18, negative 3 times 3 is negative 9, and negative 3 times negative 1 is 3. So lattice method is something like that. We are going to add them. So first number there is 2. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0. Negative 18 plus 3 is negative 15. Negative 9 and negative 1 is negative 10. And 3. So therefore, you add 1 for the cube here because of this x minus 3 there. So it will be 2x to the 4th. So there is no cube. Minus 15x cubed minus 10x. Oops, I see this should be square because there is no cube. So 10x plus 3. Take note there is a remainder of 2. So you add that 2 there. So finally f of x will be 2x to the 4th minus 15x squared minus 10x plus 5. So this is the polynomial that we are looking for. Okay, so we can just multiply actually this polynomial here times x minus 3, and then you add the remainder. But we did this way. This is called the lattice method. So this is the solution for these simple problems about polynomials. Okay.